Prison heist. Okay. Infiltrations. When you do an infiltration into a building, you should send an agile unit. They'll sneak through the building, avoiding enemies inside the building. Enemy hackers will spawn outside the building and search for your hacker. They will do damage to your hacker every turn, equal to their hacking skill minus the agility of the infiltrator. This represents how close your infiltrator is to being found and killed. If the enemy hackers are attacked or killed by your units while searching for your infiltrator, they'll deal that damage to your infiltrator each time. If you cut them off from the network by counter-hacking them... Oh. So I need to go grab my Raven. Where is my Raven? All the way down here. That's not my ship. Plunked a transport right in front of my car. Okay. Just drop my Raven somewhere. Okay. So we got that. Infiltration progress. Status update the heist. All communication was lost. Oh. Okay. All communication was lost with liquid metal as soon as he entered the prison. This is unexpected, and seems the entire prison is one giant Faraday cage. If he can't coordinate with the sewer tiger, he can't make the counter waves to cancel out the sound of the approach. Liquid metal is a fork of your unconsciousness. He'll either realize what's happening and simply leave, or find a weakness in the cage and send a signal through the gap. Tell the kids to wait. No, while we're here... command mode. Shell company. Might as well actually make a couple of bulk peacekeepers. Seeing as that area keeps getting attacked. Nothing from the liquid metal, and he hasn't emerged. It's been hours. The kids are clearly impatient on the radio. You can wait a bit longer, but then it's time to call this off. Something's gone wrong. Liquid metal may be dead. Keep waiting. You've lost radio contact with the kids. Still nothing from liquid metal. What's going on? Should you send an android to the sewers? You're regretting not doing that from the start. Okay, can I? Do I want to make a couple more of these? Let's see, Android extender. Not the cheapest thing to make. This way, if I need to, I can slap down another robot. As long as it's not another liquid metal. Okay. Why can't I only kill hackers sometimes? It depends on what the hacker is doing at the time. If the hacker is only suspicious of your presence, but hasn't fully detected your unit, attacking them sets off an alarm. Triggers security measures, causing your infiltrator to take damage from the alerted forces inside the building. These are always secretive infiltration missions. If someone realizes an intruder is inside, everything escalates. In cases where you can freely kill hackers, but not actively tracking an infiltrator inside a high-security area. Instead, they're attacking through network-based warfare, which means alarms aren't a factor. You're in some degree of open warfare with them, so the rules are different. Okay, so... this got messy. So status update the heist. An alarm must have tripped. This is an unexpectedly strong force. Still nothing from liquid metal or the kids. But there's not time to do anything for that now. Keep the forces at bay. So hackers targeting my infiltrators. I should probably save. Let's see if we can hack these guys. If I can do it correctly. What if I could actually talk them out? Probably not. So full hack. Augmented organs. Cardiac arrest. Some of these are cheaper, but let's do full hack. And try and remember how to do this correctly. So... no matter what... yeah, I can blind them. No matter what, I need to make these work. Okay, move range 1. So it's the priest that is normally the issue. They're currently stuck for the moment and in a bad spot. Okay, recursive loop. Okay, so this actually got kind of bad. There we go. World is my oyster, so we can take out their vision. I've got tons of determination now. Well. That one's toast. Okay, who's that? Oh, that's combat unit. So full hack. Okay, so it saves me a little bit of resources. So a couple of priests make this tricky. Okay, there goes the priest. That priest. Damn. Take out the recursive loop, because those are dangerous. Priests are annoying, but manageable. And is there anybody left? It doesn't look like it. Oh, there are. But I can just take that out anyway. Okay, so we no longer have hackers hacking. Now it's a matter of figuring out how the heck I'm going to handle this. Well, what about you? Yeah, I should probably have brought some bulks with, so... Ow. That's rough, actually. That's going after one of my worker PMC imposters, which is actually kind of a stroke of luck. Okay, and there's a fractive sniper. Did I lose my Raven? I did. Oh boy. Let's reload. I gotta figure this out. It's after the death. Shoot. Yeah, so the one problem is I should probably use something like a micro builder cloud. And we need to keep them safe. Because if my hacker dies, all of this is over. I don't know. Do I just want to be lazy? No, let's keep practicing. Okay, there's one recursive loop. There's 2 recursive loops. And then we're kind of safe. Okay, got it toasted. So what's this one? Adrenaline regulator. Oh, we can actually generate wisdom. So let's give them an emotional overload. Same thing with this one. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Somebody asked me to explain how the hell any of this works. I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Go for that. Wait, yes. Go for the split. We're going to sack one of them. But we get another. Shoot. Okay, perfect. Take it out, and then we are, as far as I know, completely comfortable. The entire point is that we have to get rid of those hacking protocols. There we go. Second emotional overload. Wait. Emotional overload doesn't do anything. Well, I guess we have to kill him. Okay, full hack. Yeah. This is not my favorite. Split. Yeah, we want these to kind of spread out. If I can. Damn. I'm gonna have to sack one of those. There we go. Just have to make sure that they don't get close enough. There we go. Yeah, I have to split a bunch so they can't get after me. Then we can just blow up. Oh. I have more than one. I can click and sacrifice it. Yeah, so we have to give them heart attacks. Otherwise, they're just upset, but don't leave. So we want to take out the recursive loop because the recursive loop copies itself. Bomb is not really much of an issue. Code Priest is kind of annoying because it moves really far, so I have to keep vaguely out of range of it. Okay, let's just do a split there, because we want to present this guy in such a way that I have a multitude of copies. Damn it. where they can't get me. Because as we get more of them, this becomes an issue. I think that's fine. Blow that one up. I've left them an amount of bombs in the area. I think they're going to be able to get to this guy. Maybe they are. Definitely there. Yeah, so this one you can tell, this guy's going to move on to this tile and I'm going to lose him, but if I move there, not a problem. But they didn't get that one. It's fine. What is a safe spot for one of these guys to go to? Here. Damn it. Okay. Now we lose. Yeah, it didn't make it. Yeah, I have to be really freaking careful with those recursive loopers, because they will just... Well, I guess let's shoot that guy first so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, and this costs a ton. Shake off pursuers. Do I have anything else? Hack-a-majig. Well, that's a good thing, actually. We're sacrificing the red. But all of my other dudes, I think, are going to be fine. So the main problem is hacking costs a ton of mental energy. I think I should have gotten more co-processors. I'll just build 2 of those. So yeah, we're running into issues in some of these engagements where can't do anything. Okay. What does this one do? Block them all from all network activities. So now here's the problem. We no longer have any hackers. But I still have a gazillion enemies coming after me. We have one silly option. Of potentially barfing out a couple of bulk Keanos instead. Okay. Went overkill. Need to lose a bulk. That should be enough. We might have to scrap a bunch of bulks at some point, but this gives me a little bit. There's 2 more hackers. Ugh. Yeah, like if that didn't cost me so much... it wouldn't be nearly as bad. Okay, so 3 of my units. Are getting wrecked. That's not great for me. Yeah, can't hack a Vorsiper soldier. Well, I can go to this thing. Wait, how does this work? Okay, Micro Builder Cloud actually is saving me a ton. Perfect. There's a lot of these really cool mechanics that I'm only just learning about. Okay. So Bolkiano is getting hit, as is this dude. Which is fine, or no? That's one of mine. Oh, I see. My imposter is getting schlapped again. Well, I can heal. I don't know if that's really good, though. I'll just hit that guy. Okay, so it's just the imp that's potentially getting killed. Let's see, what do we have? Cutter takes him out. Oh boy. Did not realize close enough to that. There's not much I can do about that one. It's okay, we got spares. Command mode. So we're capped on bulks. Unless I got a nickel bot. I'll just build one of those. Yeah, rip the cutter, but everything else is good. So I think that's it, actually. VR pod revisions, which is a pain in the ass. Your timing could not be worse, sir. Question. Can't change these guys so they do other types of damage, can I? Okay, but we're good, actually. Good vehicular development. Drone quality is kind of tempting, but I think combat vehicle power. Because I really want those missiles to be able to do big damage. Okay, the heist. As soon as the sewer tiger breaches the wall of the basement, 31 floors below ground level, liquid metal is reconnected to your mind. He stands there in the gap, staring incredulously at the children. Blood drenches him from head to toe, but not a single bullet hole. Every guard in the prison is dead by his hand. In confined spaces, liquid metal is a master of death to a degree that scares you a bit. His memories are pouring into your mind. The Faraday cage was a surprise when he slithered into the prison, but he knew the kids would never turn the tiger around, so he kept to the plan. He identified the acoustic sensors all across the floors, and unfortunately there are far too many to counteract them all, so he stabbed a small hole in the outer wall. On the side where the kids were waiting, 300 meters away. It was just enough to send them a status update and ask them to abort. Their response was to cut all comms and begin their approach. Knowing what that meant, Liquid Metal withdrew and did what he had to do, and he is very angry about it. Liquid Metal steps into the tunnel. There's no need for tear gas. The adults from the prison, over 10,000 of them, are lined up in an orderly fashion behind Liquid Metal, spanning floor after floor. Crowds this large are never this compliant. and tend to be described, at best, by fluid dynamics. This is what leads to deaths from crowd crush, which has been the reason for the tear gas plan. It's genuinely unnatural how orderly they are. Their posture is a mix of pain and exhaustion. All of them have the same dead-eyed expression, eyes rounder than they should be. There will be need for medical care. From Liquid Metal's memories rapidly integrating with your own, you watch their expressions change as they first saw him. A widening of those eyes, a look of resignation that their time is up, then utter blankness as he slithered around the room from floor to ceiling, becoming the desk, the wall, the chair, the rug, bladed appendages shredding all guards and electronics in a ceaseless blur. On each of the 34 floors it was the same, minute upon minute coalescing into what felt like a single prolonged instant of endless death and dismemberment, shattered locks, slashed open doors, and an ever-growing crowd of somber followers just walking behind. Bring them into the tunnel. There's not much more to say. Some of the children have reunions. There are tears and admonishments and detached dead-eyed joy. The majority of the kids are disappointed, seeing only strangers, only the happiness of others. They all avoid looking at Liquid Metal. Liquid Metal just keeps walking, up the tunnel, past the tiger, past all the helpers. Nothing more is asked of him, for now. There's only one thing left to do. A few screams and shrieks from the tunnel beyond Liquid Metal, but not as many as you'd think. The prison is utterly obliterated. Before ever contacting the kids, he spent time setting that bit up. He's not surprised at how things turned out. He doesn't want to do this again, but he knows he will. That you'll ask him to. For now, it doesn't matter. He just walks. You must deal with the rest of the mess. So we now have ex-con apartment tower, Nomad therapist office, and some other things. Now what? Well, first, let's take a look at this. I'm still kind of feeling either the combat vehicle power or armor plating. Let's go for armor plating, get it out of the list. And procurement efficiency. Let's see, any of these close to completion? The answer is no. I do like the better micro builders. Those have been quite helpful. But we might need better wind turbines sooner than later. Go for the micro builders for now. No, wind turbines. That gives me an extra 50% of power. Okay, so I now have traumatized ex-cons. You really feel like you could put them in the refugee towers, kind of. Okay, former convicts has special needs. This megastructure is meant to be a starting point to providing those needs, while allowing them the freedom to come and go as they wish. Okay. My engineer's over there, but I think I'm going to still want to put it up here. It's not an area I think we need to worry deeply about. Build 2 of them. Nomad therapist office. These boys need therapy. Also that mine farm. Commercially operated by your shell company, humans get a vacation in your VR environment. These give them 5% of the neural power. You have to charge money or you draw far too much scrutiny. Okay, so let's put that over here. Recommending a couple of these. Well, they have to be spread out. That's a pain. Okay, so in that case, we want to move some things. Because if these are going to be making new, not friends, we need to have some guns on hand. Okay. Load all of these up into the car. Liquid Metal can hop in that for the time being. Okay, let's toss the Keanu and the Raven. And send this up here. It's going to take a couple of turns. Now what? Lost Gen is pushing for Liquid Metal to liberate more prisons. All on his own. A few kids have left the group as they're now reunited with their families. Others choose to stay and fight, but most simply have not forgotten what they wanted. Most have simply not forgotten what they wanted. The Sewer Tiger is clearly useless for any sort of offensive without Liquid Metal there to do literally all the work. Many of the group are deeply bitter that their adolescent fantasies of glory have not been fulfilled. If you do not provide shelter for these ex-convicts, they will start dying of exposure. Okay. Keep going for now, that's enough. So keep going for now. So if we go for this, goal fork. If this exceeds 40%, then you're locked to is it justice and cannot do for the sake of those bound in this timeline. Interesting. So if you strike before Vorsiber has the chance to improve their security, you could do a lot of good. These kids want you to free everyone from all the prisons, but that's not realistic. But at least 5 more prison breaks are doable, surely. After the guards are all dead, the prisoners can just come out the front door. Alternatively, you could tell the kids yes for now. See if there's a better way. If you tell them no, there's a strong chance they'll react badly, leaving things open for a moment that would give you a chance to look for alternatives. Let's go for keep going for now. Now what? Okay. Close, we can come back to this later. So let's start with the shelter. And we have a new contemplation. Prison observation. There's got to be a better way than having liquid metal individually kill several hundred prison guards every time. He hates it, and besides, the prison companies are eventually going to work out how to stop him. What if you send in an observer? See if you can find another gap in the prison's defenses. Okay, unit must be liquid metal. Now, speaking of, where did I drop him off? Oh, he's in this thing. I think I'd need to give this thing a fresh identity. Maybe? Just so it isn't getting shot on the way through. Okay, so where's that contemplation? All the way down here. Okay, send him to observe. 5 turns, but he won't have to kill anyone. And then beyond that, where's my engineer? I should... Oh god, this episode's gone on maybe a little too long. Well, you know what, I'll just finish this episode and then... Or, I'll just keep going, question mark. One more. Okay, so now we have housing for the convicts so they won't die of exposure. And now we've got a therapist office at the very least. Okay, so working on the raccoon speech. Still gotta work on the corporate records, but I haven't figured out how to do that without just like immediately laying into my opponents. Grand opening. Physicians are happy. You're ready for actual patrons. Oh, for the mine farms. But it wants me to build more of them. Or... we have more of them. We just need to wait for them to get built. Which is fine, actually. Street sense. Arranging a hit. I don't really care deeply about that, to be honest. Yep, nobody's attacking me. I guess I'll get another biomulcher here. Do I need more nutrition blend? It's saying I should build another one. I just don't know if I need it. Oh, no, if we're making... Okay. It doesn't seem like this is going to piss anybody off, so we can kind of put this wherever. I was really hoping I could fit 2 of them in. Oh, that's good enough. Do we want those code breakers? What am I decrypting? Oh, it's the raccoon speech. I mean, I suppose. Probably gonna need more of those anyway. Liquid metal emerges and reconnects with your consciousness. The overwhelming feeling is of frustration. You can't see any other way. How bad could it be? The guards have regular health checkups and all their food is thoroughly tested. Water lines are monitored and purified. Air is circulated through the whole prison, so any kind of toxin attack would kill all the prisoners. Nobody gets through the front gates without a full body scan, and prisoners have even more invasive checks. All computer systems are air-gapped. The whole place is a Faraday cage, with only one single entrance. It's built to withstand a siege, and the guards are willing to execute all the prisoners in such an event. Okay, so that's bad. There's only a handful of androids in the entire prison. Even if you could seize all of them, they're outnumbered hundreds to one. Every angle seems to be covered. That is frustrating. Now you're frustrated too. There might be ways to socially engineer the prison corporations into lower security posture. It would take months or years. You might be able to invent a new technology that can penetrate the defenses. We don't have any ideas yet. Lost Gen don't have the patience for either of those. If you want to come up with an alternative, you're going to need to keep the kids busy and distracted. That's all for now. Now what? Okay. So that means we have to find another prison. Probably. Well, okay. So this is both good and bad for me. This is in the heart of my base. I don't think anybody noticed this sucker. Or it did. Oh, but it's innately alarming. Got it. Not many places I can stick this sucker. And yeah, those are more prisons to break into. But, like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but it does seem halfway reasonable to go for the prisons that are in my base and potentially get rid of them completely. If I were to do anything, I'd like to potentially move some of my bulks. So they're in the correct spot, because I have a gazillion of these. Oh. Yeah, the main problem is just moving these guys costs like a ton of mental energy, which mostly makes it easier to just scrap them and rebuild them. I wish there was a way that I could give them like relocation orders, but no easy way of doing that. Okay, bulk. Grand opening. Okay, alter your VR world. Manage... Okay, so I think I've already done that. Visitors to your virtual world generate both exhilaration and calm every turn. Most things that you would change about the experience will cost one of those resources. And you can get investments that will improve your strength in the real world. We're getting attacked over here again. Rude. Manageable. Just rude. Okay. Failure to thrive. Businesses is not growing at an acceptable rate. You see what causes some other buildings, see what causes other businesses to do better than others. Oh boy. Okay. So, well, we've got an upgrade. I should probably grab that quick. Liquid Metal Tiger armor. I should probably mess with the mechs more. I haven't been yet. Well, here's a question. Can I? So, the problem is I need to do stuff with this whole prison thing. I don't want to ignore the kids because it feels like I'm going down this plot line. It feels like I should stick to it. So we have a Liquid Metal Tiger. Huge armor piercing. Armor cracker. Deterrence is insane. And big, huge perk. Oh, we don't know, actually. Wait, no, this one's innately alarming. This one is not. Oh, AI tailstock. Yeah, so a couple of these mechs are alarming, a couple are not. So, we have two prisons in our general, like, vicinity. Am I just out of resources? Oh, super out of resources. And yeah, the tail stock would be nice, but yeah, that requires a bunch of morphologic lattices. Yeah, created by and stored in aerospace hangars, but I can't make more of those at the moment. Missing equipment. Alright. Mind Runner. Breach virtual spaces beyond what humans think possible. Oh, expert shadow dweller. So this is our, like, super sneaky ops character. So let's give him a smart pistol. We want big hacking. Actually, maybe go security jacket for blending in. Anything that has the lock, or the lock on it. So quantum CPU. And a second quantum CPU? Yeah, clearly. That's insanely good. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to make a Mind Runner. There's a couple of things that I need to get that, or need for that to get into places. Let's see, in Liquid Metal Tiger. Only problem is I can't actually equip a whole lot onto the Liquid Metal Tiger, which makes it a little trickier. So I can increase its range, but I think I'll just give it the additional CPU. At some point I'll hopefully get other better stuff. Okay, because yeah, I might actually be able to steal corporate records if I have a Mind Runner. Maybe. No, it wasn't that. Another prison break. We have a lot of these. I swear there was one of these. Oh, it's the examining small businesses. So it's probably these? Not quite sure. Well, we have a bunch of them. Okay, and I'm out of mental energy. So this is failure to thrive, which is kind of low on my to-do list, all things considered. Let's see. So the other thing I have that I should probably consider doing is getting rid of my bulks here. There's probably a better way of moving them around, but I haven't figured that out yet. Okay. So, can I build some more bulks? I can. Doesn't give me a whole lot of mental energy. I'm going for bulk nickel bots just so we have a lot of extra firepower in the area. I've got my Raven. I do have the Mind Runner, who is also a very good hacker. Oh, what is the other one? Sec Force weapon shipments. We can leave that for now. Okay. I guess. Where's my liquid metal? Or is it in the car still? Nope. Because I didn't lose it. Did I? Oh, it's in the... It's in here. Okay. Because I've got a hacker nearby. I've got a bunch of defense. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so the frustrating thing, hackers are... Okay, we only have one hacker this time. Is that hack? Infiltration sysop. Oh, mission support. Really? Okay. Network assisted targeting. Flat amount of attack power to all allies within range. So actually a lot of these are pretty good. I'm a little frustrated that I can't do sysop for this one. But that's okay. Anyway, let's hack the SecForce hacker. Just do a full hack. Okay. So we've got a recursive loop. Yeah, we've got a bomb, recursive loop, and a code priest. Code priest is a pain in the ass. And legitimately one of my least favorite. But if I can take out... So code priest is annoying because it can jump far. Let's see, we don't know where that one's going. I'm gonna move it away a little bit. Okay, this should actually be perfect. Because we can hit the priest, and then we just have to wait for the bomb to get me. Let's see. Not really much I can do with any of these. Split. Blow that up. Alright. World is now my oyster. Augmented organs. Bam. Okay. So now that I've done that, I've got a decent amount of defenses in the area. None of my guys are actually in any distinct danger right now. We've got a lot of units nearby. Though I do have to be very careful because... Oh, I did lose a predator, didn't I? Level 1 clearance. This is one of my own! Why do I need clearance from one of my own structures? Baffling. Okay. The predator's taking some damage, but not really. I think this guy's just shooting a micro builder mini fab, which is convenient. And then we've got these two combat units that are getting sniped before they can even do anything. Oh, this also takes way less time. The last one was like 12 turns and that was hell. This is much less of a problem. So worker predators being targeted, don't care. Bulk nickel bots. And some more. Well, the liquid metal tiger seems like it's pretty solid. Is that within range? Yeah. And it looks like we only have one hacker a turn now. Full hack. Okay. It's not gonna make it. Okay. So the one problem is we actually have two recursive loops, but only two recursives. Which kind of puts me in a convenient spot. So I'm just gonna move there, hit him early, and we're golden. It's one of those combat systems that's really neat. Surprisingly intuitive. But I would struggle to explain how it works. I mean, it's mostly just kind of weird chess. Dog! There's a dog in the middle of that. I shouldn't. I'm busy. Okay. Do we even need to worry about any of these? Oh, these assholes. Currently breaking into a prison, and these guys are messing with my stuff. Okay, medical practice takes a little bit of damage, but isn't too bad. And I'm pretty sure this guy gets shot anyway, or their morale gets wrecked. I'll take it. Okay. So nothing's getting destroyed here. We have another hacker to hack, so I should go for that. Oh boy. So 2 priests and a lesser wanderer. So all of my opponents right now move really far. Okay, blow that one up. Blow that one up. And then we just have the lesser wanderer, which really isn't much of an issue. because it's not really much of a threat. There we go. Still gotta figure out what firewall does. Click a shard that is in line with one of the additional ones to burn lines between them. Doesn't consume shards, but costs 1 mental energy. You have to be a little careful about that. Okay. So no more hacker that we need to worry about. Out of range. That's fine. I think this guy's toast. I don't know what my workers are still doing. I just have a bunch of worker predators that are present, but confusing. Okay. Once again, where'd the hacker? Where'd the hacker hacking? There it is. Hacking. Okay, so we've got a recursive loop and we've got a priest. Interestingly enough, we've got a big burn area between. Okay, move there. Blast that guy. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, so it's like chess, but the opponent is stupid and just trying to get as close to you as possible. So you can kind of just cheese it. Which actually makes it pretty convenient. And nobody's really taking damage here. Is there anything to heal? No, because I've got a repair bot in the area. Are you not an opponent? This... Oh, I selected the wrong guy. There we go. Yeah, so we're not really taking any damage. Okay, finished with location. Another done. Went fine. Death, gore, endless dead guards. Freedom for prisoners. Liquid metal's consciousness reintegrates with your own, and you see it all play out. Liquid Metal is very unhappy. He doesn't mind killing, and he certainly agrees with the social mission of freeing these prisoners. But the infiltration is a huge mental and emotional strain, made far worse by the fact that he's in a Faraday cage that separates him from his wider self. He is you, but when he's alone in these prisons, as a whirling ball of death, he feels diminished, used. He stops being a person for a while and just becomes a tool. He doesn't like it, even if it's necessary. And even if, in a very real sense, he's doing it to himself. I'm sorry about that, but thank you and well done. I always kind of feel like you could cycle... Well, I guess cycle personalities through it, but I guess they are. That's kind of the point. Well, that's 20%. We've got 5 prisons left. Hopefully we get some more options here soon, but I think we might have to stick with it for at least a little while longer. Out of range. Are you... really? Man, I'm glad I boosted the hell out of this thing. Okay. And then I'm going to give it a fresh identity, so that those mechs don't immediately shoot it. I think the other guy is toast, so we don't need to worry about it. I'm going to move them over here. Nope. Because we want most of my units to be within spitting distance of this thing. Let's see. Keep examining locations. Nobody's going to attack me. Nothing to worry about. Okay, decrypt raccoon speech. Raccoon speech. Results are in. Their speech is developing. Sapience isn't instantaneous when it comes to uplifting. They weren't our target species, but now their existence must be protected. We may be able to speak with them in time, but with only 5 members of their species, they're critically endangered. We should focus on their population. That may even hasten speech development. Okay. Pick an upgrade, vehicular development. It's either power or armor. Let's probably just go with combat vehicle power. The stronger they are, just by default, the easier this is going to be. So I think I have a new building to make. Yes and no. Let's see. And a zoology lab. Looks like we can't make more. Looks like it can also make some more biomulchers, which I think we're going to need. Do I want these? How are we doing on compute time? Kind of really well. So it's an option. Alright, I've got plenty. Do we think another prison break is... it's time for it? I think so. Because I can get my predator nearby. I can get this nearby. I've got a ton of bots in the area, including the BL5 machinist that I converted. Which actually is a good idea. Like, what I should do for some of these is actually convert more mechs. And so it might be a good idea to take one of these bases at some point. But for starters, yeah, I'm only down 3. Where's this hacker? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. They're on top of one of my own towers. Rude. Okay, so we've got a bomb, a code priest, and a recursive loop. We want to split as many times as we possibly can. Gonna have that run over there. Toast that one. Have that split. Have that split. Take out the bomb. Move that down. Take that one out. Because, yeah, you can just bait it. Alright. And then for everybody else. If I can take them out with AoEs, that makes my life easier. Somewhat. Who's left? Yeah, nice part is I've got just a gazillion guys all over the place. Okay, so they're really gunning for my machinist. Just enough mental energy. Okay, the machinist is taking no damage then. Perfect. They really want to kill the machinist. Oh. There is a... Okay. It's my Skylark. Well, I need to take out the hacker. A lot of other things matter. But this matters the most. Blow that one up. Run that up there. Priest is toast. Yeah, once you get a handle of the hacking minigame, it's actually really easy. Okay. So the Skylark's still getting shot, and the machinist is getting shot. Keanu, can you kill that guy? No. Spectre can't kill that guy. He can almost kill that guy. Yeah, we got enough mental energy. Okay, the machinist is no longer taking damage, so it's the Skylark. There we go. Looks clear. So once again, identify the hacker, hack the hacker. I'm getting good at this hacking minigame. I think mostly because it's not really evolving here. It's pretty static. Gonna blow up the code priest preemptively. Blow that up. We need to find some places to split here. We've already taken out the dangers. So now it's just a matter of... Really? Just a matter of surviving. Okay, so how are we looking? Well, a couple of my things are potentially getting schlapped. Luckily, these guys have decided to stand right next to each other, which makes my life a lot easier. Okay, this is my Citra, but that thing doesn't do any damage. Let's see, Keanu. Nope. And yeah, I don't want to use the Peacekeeper for any reason. Oh, what about you? There we go. Oh, we've got a guy just right in there. Not anymore, you don't. Famine. Most food is produced outside the city, and a blight is interfering with production. Lower classes begin to starve. You have cybercratic ambitions. You may be able to prevent or nullify this. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff to specifically make that at least mildly easier. Move here, take that one out. Take those out. Oh. Right, I need a split. There we go. Hacker toast. It's really nice of them to just line up like this. All in one space. I'm so glad I can't friendly fire myself. That would suck. Okay, once again, they're going for the neuroscience lab, so we should... I actually didn't kill one of these guys. Rough. There we go. So it's that one. Being the machinist. Oh, and there's a guy here shooting the hatch. Well, I'm out of juice. And honestly, it's toast anyway. Another one. Please stop, it's getting harder. Maybe not for you on the outside, but the corpos are improving their internal security. Completed it flawlessly again, you're welcome, but I don't want to do this. The fact that liquid metal is speaking to you directly in this way is a shock. You tell him you'll think about it, both of you as one person. Maybe just one more prison break instead of 3 more. You really feel like there's something very important you're about to discover. Liquid metal is silent. He also senses the potential importance of one more mission, but he doesn't like it. You both have a sense of deja vu. Like I said, real nice when they line up like this for me. Yeah, keep going for now. Okay, we've got one more prison, but it's further out. What is this building? Oh, political ops. Eh. Okay, nobody's coming for me yet. Gonna need the hacker nearby. Obviously liquid metal. I already have the tiger. Who's shooting me? The economic transport. Which is no longer a concern for me. Which is, I find really interesting. Okay. Keanu? Sure. So the next problem is, we have a bunch of bulks that I'd love to get within the area. Many of them already have the AoE I'm looking for. So I think to some degree what we want to do is just park them a little further out on the periphery. I don't know if the machinist is amazingly good. It's definitely one of the more expensive ones to move. If anybody else we want to move. Not really. I do have the sledge, but sledges aren't amazingly good in combat. Oh, and this puts us near our that. How much damage can I actually do to one of those? The answer is still not enough. I'll have to work on it. Well, do we do one more? I think so. Oh, I'm apparently losing wealth at this point. And we have less traumatized ex-cons, which is probably fine. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. So where's the hacker? Always got to spot the hacker. There they are. Okay, I think that's good. Not seeing anybody left. Perfect. Okay. Aim for center of mass here. I do wonder if I can give this guy better guns at some point. Doesn't look like it. Anything that would increase its lethality would be incredible. But I currently don't really have much for that. And then I think I'm actually going to move the Predator there. Let's see. Oh, the Skylark is getting killed by that guy. Really? Oh, that's all I got. Yeah, probably one more. 3 shots to kill 4 guys is usually pretty good. Okay, we've got another Sec Force hacker, which we've got to take out. Split. Run. Split. Ow. Beans. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I gotta pay attention every once in a while. I goof it and let a recursive loop take one of my guys, which is not fun. Now, let's see. Take him out the rest of the way. And then there's just one guy. Yeah, who's gonna hit one of my worker predators. Isn't really a huge issue. Ow. Didn't mean to move like that. Okay, we still have the hacker. Get that split in. I'm just gonna go straight to him. There we go. They only take an action every other turn. Makes my life easier. Uh-oh. Oh, it's only taking a little bit of damage from that. Is anybody getting wrecked? That guy is potentially taking out one of my units. Oh, it's this guy getting toasted. Is he still? He is. What do I have in the area? Keanu can't do it. There we go. And they're taking some damage, but not much. Oh boy. Last round, though. And then we'll have to figure out what happens, because I get the feeling that liquid metal is going to go insane and need to be culled, which is a concern. I got a bunch of splits. Take out the priest. It's actually one of the easier hacks I think I've had to do. Okay, once again, aim for the group. Because taking that out is extremely helpful. Oh, you sons of... Okay, what do I still have in the area? Please, this guy acted? No, this one has not. Okay, worker predator, tiger, some other things. Oh, don't have enough. Finished with location. Oh, once again. Aim for center of mass, or biggest group possible. God, this game just eats time. I was just going to play for a bit. And then I got distracted. Oh boy. Okay. And there's that guy. And that guy. Might have... Oh, is that the spaceport? Oh, shoot. No, that's not the spaceport. Who are these people? That's just a sec force group. Less of a problem. There we go. Alright, well, one way or another, what the heck are these? Are they human? This time was different. Internal security was tighter than ever. The real shock were these people you found inside. They were the usual suspects in terms of many of the prisoners, but there were also some monstrous genetic experiments being performed. Experimental subjects have superhuman strength, but fade in and out of rage blindness. They also look horrific. There must be something that can be done to help them. Hey, pay attention to me. We both like being the enigmatic monster under the bed from time to time, but this is too far. My memories of events are more distant to you than when I directly experience them, so I need you to trust me when I'm saying, do not send me in again, I'm begging you. Tell them they'll think about it. Oh boy. Alright, we'll figure this out. We also have experimental monsters. That'll be fun to play around with. We're gonna leave that for next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.